With me, I have today Dr. Syed Mahsud Ali, a leader, a visionist, doctorate in digital transformation, and also a CIO of Azizi Developments, one of the largest real estate industry in Middle East and in Dubai. Thank you, Dr. Syed, to accepting our offer to come on our Tech Talk show from 3 Infotech. Uh, and, uh, and it's been a really a very uncertain times during this pandemic environment that we have for the last 6-7 months. So how is you and your team pulling up across these times, specifically in the Middle East market and more in the real estate areas on a vertical that you're currently enrolled and working on?
During this pandemic and maybe sooner in post-pandemic also, globally, almost all of the industries, regardless. A few industries could be this e-commerce and healthcare. Maybe they're not thriving, but other than these industries, almost all of us, we are actually going through a very, a very tough time we are having at this moment. So we are trying to coping up. We are trying to play with our business operation model. We are trying to do way of different approaches we are following for cost optimization and but definitely increasing or at least keeping the same quality of service. So this kind of thing we're trying to lots of the things are going on and we're trying to do that way.
I'm sure you're meeting all the requirements from that perspective, Dr. Syed. My next question actually is in terms of the challenging times that we are in. So if you had one superpower during these times, so what would it be and why?
Well, if I was given such a great choice, I take this multitasking. Multitasking with that, I believe I would accomplish more in less time with near perfect quality, and at the end of the day, I would provide. I will add business value and especially benefit the stakeholders and most importantly the customers.
Very well said, and I think these are times when we need to take care of how we can multitask, especially when being at the remote location as well, and then so on and so forth as well. So having said that, Dr. Syed, if you look at your long journey, I think about 25 years plus you've been in overall IT industry and also in Azizi Development as well. So how did this journey begin in Azizi Development and how did it start?
Back in 2007, I started my journey with this international developer as the IT advisor. And within a few days also, I had my privilege to serve as an CIO in Azizi group. And then after about approx like a decade again, I resumed the same role here in IC development, and after finishing with other assignments in some other international companies.
Very nice. And as being a CIO, I've been working with a lot of CIOs across the globe, and I'm very fortunate to be working with you as well, specifically when you are a doctorate and PhD in digital transformation phase. So as per you, what are the various challenges a CIO faces, in specifically more in today's scenario?
Today in pandemic, I believe, and even before pandemic also, I believe this is one of the biggest challenges to manage the digital disruption, being a leader. This is one of the biggest challenge for us, and then finally, however, I believe such a way that if we can really utilize our people, process, and technology in efficient and effective manner, and then I believe we can really add value, and we can respond to the digital disruption with an innovative digital disruption.
Okay, and a very blunt and a very simple question to you, and I'm sure you would answer it in a very simple way. What is digital transformation according to you?
Okay, to me, I believe a radical digitalization in all of the business functions, in so that it can add value to the entire organization, as well as stakeholders, and most importantly to the customers.
Okay. Now, I'm sure you have been working largely. Earlier, you were with another company with more from a telco perspective. Now you're more from a real estate perspective. So you have seen the multifaceted verticals in terms of the experience as a leader, as a CIO and CTO in different organizations as well. So keeping the trend of digital transformation, which industries you feel is best fit for the scenario perspective of taking the plunge in the DX journey?
I think almost all of the industries are now going to this one, a digital business transformation. And at the end of the day, it is again depending on how the senior management and the senior management's mindset and the employees' mindset, and most importantly, this employees, the adaptation. If they have digital kind of mindset and they are willing to create a digital culture, and they are very easy to change, then it is happening. So in that case, we are, I would say we are lucky enough in Azizi. We have such a team, starting from senior management up to all of these employees. We have a kind of digital mindset, and we are very enthusiastic to the digitalization and transformation of this thing. And I believe in entire industry, also in real estate, we're doing good, and actually more than I would say great actually in digital transformation. And definitely Azizi being a developer, that we are also going ahead with transformation.
Very nice, and a very important aspect to touch upon, Dr. Syed, was more in terms of the culture, and culture is a very important aspect alongside the leadership team that understands the very necessity of this change to accept and move ahead to survive the markets and the business that we're talking about as of today. So from this overall journey perspective, Dr. Syed, so how did 3i Infotech fit overall from your perspective, and then we're working today as of today, but just want to understand how did it fit from an overall perspective?
Okay, so as a part of digital business transformation, we here in Azizi, we started IT transformation program, and it includes lots of related projects here. And main objective is to enhance customer experience, then tighten cybersecurity, as well as adding value to the business, in different ways, by adding by increasing growth, or adding new revenue stream, or enhancing the quality. All of these objectives, I believe, 3i is actually the best fit for us in all of this objective. And 3i is really working as enabler for us, and that enabler for us to reduce the unexpected bump in this road of digital transformation journey.
Very good. And I believe when I first met with you almost a year back, and we started engaging with each other in terms of understanding where you are today and where you want to be, and I think we have come a far way from there. And congratulations to you It's been a few months going live on some of the modules, and we have a few more milestones to achieve together and a success to achieve together. So in this journey, in terms of, as an example of your setting from a market perspective, industry perspective, and a holistic region perspective, where I think you'd be one of the pioneers taking the step, the first step, moving to a complete dismantling the IT team and moving to more of a cost option model where you'll be providing, working with a strategic partner like the Infotech. So what are the various benefits as part of this journey as Azizi Developments already achieve and will achieve in year and long-term basis?
With the help of GI, you mean?
With 3i or as overall journey perspective as well.
Okay, and first thing, at the end of the day, everything is to increase the customer intimacy, then add value to the customer. So for that purpose, actually, what we have started, we focused on this this way, and so we have already I'll say digitalized more in our customer segment as well as internal processes, like you can say CRM side or other internal ERP and other side. Then it's a journey. It is not like that we have done everything. And every day, almost every day, we are moving with the optimization, whatever we have, coming with the new on-engine projects. And so this kind of process optimization and kind of, I'll not say 100%, and kind of digital culture and a very good awareness in cybersecurity to the users. So these are the things that I believe we have achieved, and we are heading, going ahead more with this kind of initiatives.
Very good, and I echo some of the thought process that you bring in based on the various discussions we've been having the last 3 months alone. And I hope, good luck to you from overall milestone achievement, the vision that you brought from a DX perspective to Azizi Developments, and I'm sure there'll be a lot to learn from you, from what you've done out here from other market industries perspective as well. Just one last question from my side of the side is that if you had to give the world an idea to develop on, what would that be and why?
Okay, so Mr. Nilesh, come again. Where's the question?
If you had to give the world an idea to develop on.
Oh, okay. All right. I would say actually in this era of information, we cannot or should not try even to avoid digital disruption. And I believe with innovative digital innovative digital disruption, agility, and rapid adoption. These are the core factors. If we can really utilize them, and then that may work for us as success factors for any organization, regardless of size, complexity, and nature, even in certain times or uncertain times.
Great. Thank you, Dr. Syed, to be on a Tech Talk show from Infotech, and good luck, and we'll be in touch.
Thank you so much.